Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We got here an article having Mohammed bin Salman as the protagonist, and he's gonna make some fun at Biden's expense, which I don't see anything wrong with that, but hey, sometimes it's really not nice to make fun of old people. So this article comes from Al Mayadeen, and it's from today, the 25th of October 2022. Mohammed bin Salman mocks Biden, cites Trump as his preference. So, with the latest rivalry simmering, Saudi officials have indirectly stated that if Congress approves anti-OPEC legislation, the country may sell its U.S. Treasury bonds. And then the United States is basically fucked. Yeah, all right. So the Wall Street Journal, quoting Saudi sources, reported that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman mocks President Joe Biden in private, making fun of the president's gaffes and questioning his mental acuity, according to sources inside the government. Well, President Biden makes gaffes, a lot of them, and his mental acuity is very much deteriorated. So if bin Salman thinks that that's funny, I think that's his right to make fun. The problem is that's a dangerous irony here, is that this guy, who we look at being the President of the United States of America, he is in this kind of state of mind and physical shape or lack of. And this guy supposedly defends and leads us. That's dangerous. I would say could be even more than that. And not for him, because he probably doesn't want to, he clings and he doesn't want to leave the office. But there are people who are sane around him, but if he goes, they go. So probably, it's a common interest to stay together. I know only one person who would rather see Mr. Biden gone. That's the person next to him, called Kamala Harris. All right, so according to the newspaper, the sources revealed that he has told advisors that he hasn't been impressed with Biden since his days as vice president and that he prefers former President Donald Trump. Well, that's his preference. That's his assessment of, so he can have it. I was never impressed positively by a Biden ever. I haven't heard him or do anything that really was worth, paying a dime for. Biden said on the campaign trail in 2020 that he saw very little social redeeming value in the present government in Saudi Arabia. That's what he said, according to the newspaper. He refused to speak with bin Salman for nearly a year, and when they finally met, no, bin Salman did not speak with Biden for a year. He didn't pick his phone call. Yeah, Biden didn't want to talk with him, but when Biden started calling Salman said, no, I'm not going to talk with this guy. And then who came to whom? Biden came to Salman, supposedly in a Middle Eastern tour, camouflaged under that. Not that he came to, please forgive me, bin Salman, I want your oil. And Salman said, yeah, let's bump fists. I'm not going to give you any. After they took pictures. Bye-bye now, Biden. According to the newspaper, geopolitical and economic forces have strained the relations between the United States and Saudi Arabia, but Biden's feud with bin Salman has exacerbated the situation, which is only going to grow worse. Rarely has the chain of broken expectations and perceived insults and humiliations been greater than they are now, said Aaron David Miller, a U.S. diplomat in the Middle East now at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. There's almost no trust and absolutely no mutual respect. Who started it? All right. Saudi officials are frustrated that the relationship is very widely viewed solely through the lens of oil and security. Yeah, bin Salman now sees high oil prices as an opportunity to use the kingdom's natural resources to modernize the Saudi economy and build a post-oil future. Nothing wrong with that. For his part, Saudi Foreign Minister Faisal bin Farhan denied that bin Salman had mocked Biden or that he had told his aides that he did not like him and that he preferred Trump over him. Why don't you just say so? Why do you think you can add more? What? They already know it, so it's not about that. Now, possible cause and feud. So it says it says that the newspaper reported that individuals familiar with the situation revealed that Saudi officials have informally stated that if Congress passes anti-OPEC legislation, the kingdom may sell the U.S. Treasury bonds it holds. Let's see how much these guys have. You'll be surprised. Saudi holdings of U.S. Treasury grew to $119.2 billion in June from $114.7 billion in May, according to U.S. Treasury data, with Saudi Arabia being the 16th largest holder of U.S. Treasury bonds, federal data revealed. So, if they choose to hurt one another, they will be able to do it. The thing is, our strongest ally over there, besides the Jewish state, is Saudi Arabia. Why? Because Saudi Arabia did whatever we want them to do. And now they seem to not really want to do that because Biden thought that he's got balls, but he forgot that his balls are dragging on the ground, if he had any before. But nevertheless, he's at that point, but he doesn't realize they're rolling, click, 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 after him. So first goes Biden and his balls rolling, cling, 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 cling. Oh, that's Biden. Anyway, so this is what's going on here. Biden thought he's going to insult Salman. Salman seems to have a big ego, and I don't think that he's an idiot whatsoever. Some people say he's a criminal. That doesn't equate with stupid or idiot, or you know what I mean. So he upset the Saudi prince. No soup for you, no gas for you, no oil for you. That's it. And it's gonna show. And besides, who started the oil thing? The Americans started it. So what do you want? I mean, this is again a consequence. Why are we in a situation we are right now that OPEC had to do that? It's not because of the modernization, because it was not only Saudi Arabia cutting supply or extraction put on a market. Not only Saudi Arabia, it was the OPEC. OPEC, sorry to break the news, is not only Saudi Arabia. Might be the most important one, but there are more than one country over there, countries. So then why Biden doesn't have any problem with anybody else? Why don't they have a problem with Russia, for instance? Huh? Who? No, they want to put a cap, they want to ban, they do all that, but Saudi Arabia, no. Saudi Arabia has to play the role of the supplier for me hurting someone else for my own interest. I'm going to hurt you as well. So you give me oil how much I want with the price I want, and we're still friends. And I'm going to give you some F-16s here, and I'm going to give you this and that. Really. That's the deal. And the House of Saud will stay there protected from being toppled. That's the whole deal. So that's why I'm waiting for some little things when they get like really, 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 and then we're going to see if all of a sudden we're going to hear United States officially blaming and charging Saudi Arabia with human rights violations and all that. They're going to start the whole violin play about how bad Saudi Arabia it is. Saudi Arabia is going to say, you? And this guy's saying, okay, now next, did not work the threats, will not work the blackmail. What's next? The third weapon? The fourth one is invasion. So the one in between, changing the regime. That's going to be, this is the next move, Americans. Once they get to, they're going to say, okay, now maybe start to activate our weasels and we topple that government. That's what is the only thing that would happen. Because bin Laden, bin Salman will not change course. I mean, Biden came over there, did this to Salman, or Salman did this to him, and they became friends a little bit here and there. To do what? OPEC deciding that way? Oh my God, it was a stab in the back. Oh, we can't use that because of the First World War. My bad, sorry. That's already taken. It's a registered trademark. Stab in the back. Like other words and other numbers. Only one number. Only one figure. Starts with a 6. That's taken. You can't use it. Anyway. So, and he mocks Biden. So what? Do you think that Biden doesn't mock anybody? I mean, really, it's another weasel move. Everybody mocks everybody. Remember when they had the G7 meeting in Bavaria in Germany, and then third former Prime Minister Boris Johnson started joking with the arts, whatever that was, arts teacher, dance arts class teacher Trudeau, and then the other little whore that feels important, Vinden Leinen or whatever, Leiden is, whatever her name is. Oh, they started mocking Putin with his pictures of macho and all that. Was that mocking in front of everybody else? So this guy is doing in private. He can't, with good reason, because the guy is gone. Biden is what he is. Gaffes, fool, because he's mentally impaired right now. He's old and he's got Alzheimer. What do you want? Maybe being old is not a big problem here, because you use energy, and as an old person you don't have as much energy as you used to. Let's be honest about it. But this guy got probably Alzheimer on top of that. So then what? This guy is bad dude, makes fun of this guy. Do you think this guy never made fun of anybody? Yeah, okay. He made fun with that guy. Remember when he challenged me? Hey, fat boy, I'm gonna do push-ups with you. Remember that? Huh? On camera, Biden, on his campaign trail. Hey, you fat boy, I can beat you in, come over here. Remember that? It was like, oh shit, Frankenstein, go back to your casket. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.